that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 million bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Quit talking about it. Check 50, check 50. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Hey, alert. Right there, 54, right there.
After the sack on 1st down, Wilson dancing to his under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jalen Smith in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
We won it. Come to my world. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Silver.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
51 yards on the punt there.
Let's go.
And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Ready? White 25. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Flip it. Kill.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott.
Go. It's wrong.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Flip.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. He's going to find Gallup here complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Mike 35. I'm here. 35's the Mike. Here we go, D. Mike 35.
3rd and short yardage. Winston. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st.
Let's convert.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Wait. Hustle. Mike 35. Time to go.
On 2nd down now. It's Elliott. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Working out of the gun, Winston. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Smith able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Throwing on second and long. Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
It's a gain of 13, but it brings up third down.
And the Cowboys here on third down bringing in an extra defensive back. From the shotgun, Wilson looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. That's fielded at the 8-yard line.
Come on now, let's go.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start first and 10.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. What we got? Where do we go?
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
14 yards. That's good for a Cowboys.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a first and 10. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a first and 10. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. On play action, Winston. And that's Elliott, complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. 54. Mike, stop. Mike, we ain't giving him nothing today. Sonny. Switch gears. Switch gears.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready? Flag! 54. Here we go, even. Here we go, come on. Run next. Turn it. Check, let's go.
Throwing again on second down. Winston. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Darren Lee. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go.
3rd and long for Winston. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
Check 55. Hey, alert.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Alert.
Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete here. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Let's make these babies cry all the way, man.
Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Kill. Check.
Draw play, Elliott. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now it's Lockett. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now Wilson on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And that one obviously worked out, but it's one where you kind of hold your breath because he was sitting there waiting to take a hit as he threw that ball downfield.
And this is the NFL. You're going to be tested a lot as a guy throwing the football. Will you stand in there, take the hit, and deliver downfield? And when you do it consistently, your offensive line loves you, your receivers love you. Everyone does their job to the utmost because they have that kind of confidence in you, and they know that you've shown some toughness, and that's what he exhibited there.
But your body hates you.
No, your body's not real thrilled about the whole thing. The ice packs all around for the QB.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Andrew Billings. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They just do get the play off. Now Winston. Going to take a shot for Gallup. It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. Now Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Wait. Win championships, baby.
Throwing. Winston. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard.
Check. Watch 54. I got you. Hey. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Check 24.
10th carry now for Elliott. And an alley to run. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Check. Lucky. Hit it weapon. Check 3. Watch twist.
Again, it's Elliott. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want it too. Check 26. Check 25. 5.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4 down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Check. Watch 54. Let's go, defense. Hey. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Right there. 54. Let's go.
Jameis now on 1st down.
Come get some.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Jadeveon Clowney has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 54. Mike, 54. Here we go.
Winston. Going to take a shot for Gallup. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking for Daniels that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Wilson. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Pick me up. Here we go. Hey, watch that. Watch that. Check Mike 54. Easy. Hey. Tighten up. Pull it hot.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Black 22. Flip it. Sonny. They're not ready for this. Hey, let's go.
Winston on 3rd and 2. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going. It's Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Melvin Ingram and the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
Here's Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10.
Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Let's go.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come out in the pistol. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And to give this time to the tailback. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Winston now. And Austin Safarian-Jenkins has it. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up. They've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
54. Danny. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Easy. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch. Let him go.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 52 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Check 13. Shoot.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. All right, so the Cowboys will go for 2 here.
Let's set a time. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let's go.
From the gun, Winston. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
On first down, Wilson finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get tight. Let's go.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And a throw right sideline is complete. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep. Check 9. Mike spot 4.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the twist. He's coming.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Check. Watch 54. Hey, watch the slant.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Myers able to knock it through. And that'll push the lead up to 8. And from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Winston. That one complete to Elliott. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Winston now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
Hey, let's get a conversion.
Winston to throw. Man open left side. It's his running back with it. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott in the final minute as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot. Flip it.
They'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Green 80.
In your face.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Come, baby.
Now a handoff looking right. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
A gain of 29 yards. And the Seahawks 1st down.
What? Chris, the team. Right there, 54 Mike. Man, I got you.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So